Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be creating a Beetlejuice makeup look. This makeup look is actually extremely easy and it's a lot easier than I thought. That's kind of why this video is so short, because it's like super easy. So this would be really good if you need a last minute Halloween costume. First we're going to start by priming our face. This is the Benefit Professional Face Primer. This is the only face primer I can use that actually works for me because my skin is really oily. So it's the only kind that actually sets to my skin. Also, don't mind the noise of my cat in the background. Then we're going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the shade Light Fair, I think, or Light Neutral. This is the second lightest shade out of the colors, and we're just using that beauty blender to blend that all out. Then taking the Revolution Makeup Ghost Powder, we're going to take a not damp beauty blender, we're going to take a dry beauty blender, and we're going to pack this on under our eyes. So this foundation is really thick, so you kind of have to pack the powder on a lot. Then I took this foundation brush and then just packed on that powder all over my face. You don't have to use the beauty blender all over your face. I just like to use it under my eyes to make sure it's really set. Then taking a super fluffy brush and just dusting off all of the excess powder, because there's a lot and we don't want to look like a marshmallow. Then taking this NYX Shade and Light palette, we're going to take a very dense contour brush and we're just going to start carving out our cheeks. I did kind of really high cheekbones for this one, and I did use the light shade because we don't want to look too brown for this one. Then I took a super fluffy smaller brush and I just went over the edges of that contour just to make it a little sharper than it already was. We're just going to add some more detail to make it look a little more dramatic. Then I'm also putting that under my jawline and then also down my neck to add some extra detail. Then I'm taking a foundation brush, the same brush that I actually used for the powder, and I blended out the edges to make it a softer blend, I guess, altogether. Then I took that same lighter, smaller brush and then also did my forehead, down my neck, and my jawline. Then I also tried to contour my nose. You guys know I suck at this, but we're just doing a light contour because we are going to go in later with a different color, and we're going to actually do it like a shaded contour with the eyeshadow that we're going to use. Then taking the James Charles palette, preferably don't hit yourself in the face with it like I did. We're going to be taking the green and purple shades. First, we're going to start off with this super fluffy eyeshadow brush. And we're going to blend this purple shade all over our eye. Now, you do not have to be very specific with this because we are blending this out like a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I did bring this down my nose, and that's what I meant earlier whenever I said we were going to use the eyeshadow colors to kind of contour a little bit. So I did bring this down my nose to add some dramatic coloration to my nose, and it just kind of pulls the whole thing together. Then I took this fluffy blending brush. I do not remember where this brush is from, but this is like my OG blending brush. We're just going to blend out the edge of the base purple. So this is just step 1 of the eyeshadow out of probably 3 or 4. And like I said, blending that down my nose, and then I also added it to the very tip of my nose, and then I also blended that out with the same blending brush. Then I took the darker purple shade in the James Charles palette, and I added it to the inner crease of my eyelid. Now, whereas before I took the light purple shade and I blended that all over, we're just going to concentrate that into the crease so that way we get a gradual blend, and it just adds some dimension to your eyes. Then taking the fluffy blending brush from before and just blending the very edge of that purple, we're trying to just blend those two together. We're trying to meld them together so that they become one, and then also adding the same dark shade down my nose with the light. Blending that all together with the same fluffy blending brush, but with the blending you don't want to blend too much so that the color becomes one. You want to blend it just enough so that the edges are blended, but you still can see that obvious 2-color mark. Then we're going to do we're going to take the same colors and we're going to put it under our eyes, and then taking that fluffy blending brush from before, and we're going to really blend this out. So I super exaggerated this blend, I legit made it look a little crazy, but that's okay because it's Beetlejuice, so Beetlejuice is crazy. But I really blended that purple down, so it wasn't just in my waterline, and you can see that it's blended down. I also brought that purple down to my lips and then also added it to the contour on my cheeks and as well on my forehead and a little bit down my neck. Then I'm just taking the darker purple shade on top of that lighter purple shade and doing the same thing that we did in the crease, keeping it really close to my waterline and then blending out the very edge so you can see those two variants in color. Then connecting the points out of the outside of your eye, whatever, I don't know, I'm not good with terms, okay? Then taking the black shade in the James Charles palette, keeping this in the very, very outside of the crease, and we're just blending the edge as well, like getting that 3 shade in blend. What? Professional here. Can you see that? Look at that fade. Then taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I forgot to show it, you can get this at Ulta, and then taking a really, really, really small brush and taking your time with this. We're doing a cut crease, so cut creases are a pain in the ass, but they look really cool when you get good at it, so like just keep practicing, girls and boys, because cut creases are so cool. Like, I used to suck ass at them, and now I'm decent. I'm not good, but I'm getting there. Then I took this, if you guys know what the Electric palette is by Urban Decay, there's a silver shade in there, and I just took my finger and I dipped it into the silver shade, and then I just packed on the color on top of what I did the cut crease to add that super shiny, you know, like pop of color. And I don't remember what shade this is called, but I don't even actually know if you can even get the Electric palette anymore. It's actually an old palette. It is actually my favorite palette that I own. That one in the James Charles is really up there. Then taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow palette and a highlighter brush, I'm gonna highlight the cheekbones of my face, but my cheekbones aren't actually where I made the contour, so like it's a little bit of an illusion there because that's not where my cheekbones actually are. And I'm just highlighting the high points of my face, down my nose, the tip of my nose, and then the inner corner of my eye. Then I also took the James Charles shiny purple in the palette. I kind of did like a layer. I took the highlighter and I put it in the inner corner of my eye. Then I took the purple sparkly shade in the James Charles palette. Then I put the highlighter on top of that as well, so you really got that like iridescent-y looking glow. Then we're going to take the green shades in the James Charles palette as well as the lime green shade in the Urban Decay Electric palette, and we're going to start adding the green contours on top of the contour that we already added. So if you look up a Beetlejuice picture, you can see he kind of has like mold growing all over him, and his hair has like the green everywhere. So that's kind of what we're adding, is we're adding the semi-dead mold to his face. So that's what we're trying to do. So I kind of layered the colors. First I started with the lightest green that's in the James Charles palette. Then I took the lime green that's from the Urban Decay palette. Then I took the dark green that is in the James Charles palette and added that on top of it to really add some different dimension, because I feel like if you just add one green color, it's just gonna be boring. Whereas you can really see like with the different shades, it just adds that dimension, and it turned out really good actually. Like, I'm really proud. Then I also took the black shade in a little contour Halloween makeup thing that I got last year, which I also forgot to show that I'm realizing right now. And I just kind of added the black to add just a little more shading and just more dimension. And then I just kind of blended it out with my finger to give it more of a messy look. Then I just moved on to my eyebrows. Now I did my eyebrows kind of bushy almost, and I actually kind of liked how these turned out, and I think I might be doing them like this. So I'm just using a super cheap e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, which I got from Target, which I think was like $3 when I got it. Super easy. I'm just filling them in. You guys can do your eyebrows however you want to. I just did mine kind of on the thick and bushy side, which they actually fit this look really well, TBH. Then I took this super cheap eyeliner that I got from Target. I don't remember what brand this is. I think it might be Revel London or something. And I just did a really, really thin line. And then I did kind of like a vintage cat wing to it. So instead of just like a flick, I did it more pointing upwards so that it kind of gave you that rockabilly look. Then I applied some really freaking massive eyelashes and surprisingly didn't fail. Then I'm gonna move on to my hair. I just kind of shook my hair out, and if you guys have watched my Joker video, which it will be down below in the description, I took the James Charles green eyeshadow and a giant fluffy brush, and I just kind of patted that green into my hair to add the color. I did that in my Joker look, which like I said will be linked down below in the description, or it'll be in the link in the top right of the video. And I just kind of powdered my hair green like I did before, and it's like super easy. You can use the green hairspray though, and it is a lot easier because one, you're not using eyeshadow, and two, it goes a lot faster when you're applying it, because this took forever. But can I just say, low-key really like the green hair. Like, this is the second time I've done it. I'm kind of like contemplating it. So that is how this look turned out, guys. It is super easy. Like, I can't even explain how easy this look took. Literally, even editing this video took me like an hour to do, which is kind of blowing my mind. But if you guys enjoyed, I hope you did. I'm really proud of how this one turned out. It's super easy, super great for a last minute Halloween idea if you need a backup costume. If you guys want to see more like this, just let me know down below in the comments what you want to see, and I will go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and now enjoy my very awkward outro and stay to the end for bloopers. Woot! Okay guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really happy with how this look turned out. If you guys enjoyed, if you did, be sure to leave it a thumbs up. You can go down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see my future uploads. You can also follow me on my Instagram, which is down below in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. I might do my hair green. La, 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 la. Pumpkin. Tries to ink. Me not being sexy whatsoever. But it's fine. Another one. Like the Dickens. That was stupid. Wah, shift, wah. I can't. Not attractive. I swear to God, something just fell and it looked like a bug.